So let's talk about Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Is this sequel to the Blair Witch Project really as bad as they say it is after almost 22 years? Or am I going or should I just do what I do best and give this film some good old-fashioned Big D justice? Well, I don't know. Watch this review and you'll see. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2000 metafiction horror flick, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Released by Artisan Entertainment, which of course is distributed through Lionsgate now. Directed and co-written by Joe Berlinger, starring Jeffrey Donovan, Stephen Barker Turner, Kim Director, Erica Leerhsen and Tristine Skyler. Now, its plot revolves around a group of people fascinated by the mythology surrounding the film of the Blair Witch Project. This came out a year after this. They go into the Black Hills where the original film was shot and experience supernatural phenomena and psychological unraveling. Now then, the film came out in October of 2000, and while it was heavily dissed by critics, it was still a success. Now, if you haven't seen my review for the first film, The Blair Witch Project, I advise you to click on that card that is coming up right about now. There we go. And you can catch what you might have missed or see it again if you like. Now, as much as unlike its predecessor, this film doesn't have too much found footage. It has a little bit, but not a whole lot. Anyway, I will say the film is what it is, and I think it is in a way pretty much meta and what have you, kind of in the vein of other films that I think are considered meta. But anyway, let's get into the story. The film is contextualized in the beginning blocks of text as a dramatic reenactment of events that occurred after the first film was released. In November of 1999, tourists and fans of the Blair Witch Project descend on the small town of Burkittsville, Maryland, where the film was set. Local resident Jeff, a former psychiatric patient and obsessed fan, orchestrates a group tour of locations featured in the film. Among the group are graduate student Stephen and his pregnant girlfriend Tristine, who are researching mythology and mass hysteria. Erica, the Wiccan daughter of an Episcopal minister, and Kim, a goth with psychic proclivities. They camp for the night in the ruins of Rustin Parr's house, where Jeff has placed surveillance cameras hoping to capture supernatural occurrences. Jeff becomes unnerved when he notices a large tree located in the center of the house's foundation, claiming it was not there before. That night, another tour group arrives to camp at the ruins, but they are misdirected to Coffin Rock by Jeff and Stephen. After drinking and smoking marijuana all night, the group awakens in the morning to find Stephen and Tristan's research documents shredded and strewn through the woods, and Jeff's cameras destroyed. His damaged tapes are uncovered beneath the house's foundation, the same spot the Blair Witch Project tapes were found in 1995. Tristan suffers a miscarriage and they rush her to the hospital. In her hospital room, Tristan sees a young girl walking backward. After she is discharged, the group retreats to Jeff's home, an industrial building that was once a factory. While Tristan rests, the group reviews Jeff's tapes, which uncover an image of Erica circling around the tree and above. Distraught, Erica claims she has no memory of such an event and goes to pray in another room. When Kim tries to console her, Erica reveals rash-like symbols covering her body and proclaims the group has been marked for death. Kim borrows Jeff's van to pick up coffee and alcohol in town. At the country store, she gets into an argument with the cashier. While driving away, she swerves to avoid a group of children in the road and crashes the van into a tree, denting the fender. The children disappear when she exits the van. Later, Kim finds a bloody nail file stuck among the bottles of beer she purchased. The following morning, Jeff looks outside and sees the front end of his van entirely caved in to the point that it is undrivable. Kim insists that the accident was minor. The group realizes Erica is absent and searches the house. They attempt to call her father at his office, but are told by his secretary that he has no children. Meanwhile, Tristan's disposition grows increasingly bizarre. The county sheriff, Cravens, calls Jeff, informing him the other tour group was found disemboweled on Coffin Rock and threatens him. Later, while searching through a drawer, Kim finds a set of surveillance dossiers on herself and the others. She confronts Jeff, but he denies knowing the source of them. Shortly after, the group discovers Erica's corpse in a closet. Now for the final act and the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. And here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Tristan begins chanting about Withershins and speaking backward. This leads Kim to suggest they play Jeff's tapes in reverse. Upon doing so, they find the footage shows the high and drunken group descending into a demonic ritual and frenzied orgy led by Tristan, culminating in the murder of the other tour group at Coffin Rock. When they confront Tristan, she alternately pleads and goads them. Jeff, convinced Tristan is possessed by the Blair Witch, begins filming the confrontation. Attempting to elicit a confession for Erica's death, the three follow Tristan to the second floor where she ties a rope around her neck and taunts Stephen, daring him to push her. In a fit of rage, he pushes her over the balcony, killing her. Later, Jeff, Stephen, and Kim are arrested and interrogated by police. Each claimed that a possessed Tristan was responsible. Their accounts are contradicted by various video footage. Security cameras captured Kim murdering the store cashier with her own nail file, while Jeff's home monitors show him and the buff hiding Erica's body in the closet. The DV footage Jeff filmed during Tristan's confrontation shows her pleading for her life as they accuse her of being a witch, ending in Stephen mercilessly pushing her to her death. Meanwhile, as Jeff, Kim, and Stephen are shown this footage by police, funeral mourners arrive in the woods to remember the other tour group that was murdered. End of story. So what did I think Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2? Well, I'm gonna say it was alright and what have you. I mean, it was kind of a little odd in some ways, but again, it was an okay film. I know it wasn't as big as its predecessor, though. It only went on to make 47 million worldwide. And well, this was originally conceived by the director Joe Berlinger and co-writer Dick Beebe as a psychological thriller and meditation on mass hysteria. Well, this was significantly altered in post-production, which Berlinger would later claim compromised his original vision. Among the changes were a new soundtrack, additional editing, and the interrogation of I messed up. Integration of entirely new sequences. Sorry, everyone, my mistake. Carter Burwell does the score, which wasn't too bad. It also has soundtrack, including some real intense rock and what have you. The cast was well fine, what have you. With Jeffrey Donovan as Jeffrey. The names of the characters are actually just by the first, but the last names have been changed. Erica Leerhsen plays Erica. and Finn Bark return to play Steven. Kim Director plays Kim Tristine. Yeah, it was Tristine Skyler playing Tristan. And Lanny Flaherty plays Sheriff Cravens. You also get archival footage from the fictionalized versions of the main three people from the first film, plus footage from people like Roger Ebert, Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, Andy Richter, and MTV's Kurt Loder, and archival news and media footage pertaining to the release of the original film. Anyway, I am going to say that Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2 is, well, it might not have been as big as its predecessor, but it does have some pretty shocking moments and what have you. I mean, this film is not 110% bad, so but I can't really defend this film completely. But again, I say it's an okay film and what have you. So anyway, with its sayings and what have you, I do like how they went to a different location. This here, well, one of them's home, which was a factory and what have you. That was pretty cool. But anyway, that's all I can say. I can't really defend this film completely, like I said. So overall, would I recommend Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2? Well, the way I'd see it, I'd probably give it a one-time watch. But if you're not too thrilled with this, or if you saw previews of this and you didn't feel too thrilled with it, then avoid it. But my point of view, I'd say give it a one-time watch. Now soon, Lionsgate would later release a film that was originally to be called The Woods and decided to call it Blair Witch, which completely ignored the events of this film. So that's that. I might watch it. I can't guarantee a review of it, but maybe that could change. Again, my schedules are usually subject to change on some occasions. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned. My next Saturday morning TV log will be coming up next. Plus, you'll get a spoiler-free review of the new film Amsterdam. So thanks for watching. If you like this, consider checking out some of these other films. Here in the upper left-hand corner is my review of a film that is meta in ways, and that's Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Excuse me. Or if you would like another horror flick from 2000, see my review of Scream 3 in the upper right-hand corner. Or if you would like something else, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review for the recent hit horror film, The Black Phone. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.